Hello and welcome to Inspire Archive, the place where we unlock the secrets to personal and professional growth. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can revolutionize your influence and impact: how to talk like a leader. In a world brimming with voices, some resonate, some inspire, and some, unfortunately, get lost in the noise. The difference often lies not just in what is said, but how it's communicated. True leadership isn't just about titles or positions. It's about the ability to inspire, motivate, and guide others toward a shared vision. And at the heart of this ability lies effective communication. Many people aspire to leadership roles, but few truly understand the nuances of the language that separates a manager from a visionary, a supervisor from a trailblazer. This isn't about adopting a pre-scripted persona or mimicking someone else's style. Instead, it's about cultivating a set of communication habits and principles that empower your authentic voice to shine through with authority, clarity, and empathy. Whether you're leading a team, presenting an idea, or simply engaging in a crucial conversation, the way you speak can either amplify your message or diminish its power. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore the multifaceted aspects of leadership communication. We'll move beyond generic advice and delve into actionable strategies, psychological insights, and practical techniques that you can implement immediately. From the power of active listening to the art of storytelling, from crafting compelling visions to delivering constructive feedback, we'll cover it all. By the end of this article, you won't just understand how to talk like a leader. You'll have a roadmap to become a more influential and impactful communicator, truly embodying the spirit of leadership in every interaction. So let's embark on this transformative journey together, right here on Inspire Archive. The foundation: understanding the purpose of leadership communication. Before we dive into specific techniques, it's crucial to understand the fundamental purpose of leadership communication. It's not about being the loudest or the most verbose. Instead, it's about clarity, ensuring your message is understood unequivocally. Ambiguity breeds confusion and inefficiency. Leaders must simplify complex ideas and articulate them in a way that resonates with diverse audiences. Inspiration: motivating individuals and teams to go above and beyond. This involves painting a compelling picture of the future and connecting individual efforts to a larger purpose. Trust: building credibility and fostering an environment of psychological safety. Leaders communicate with integrity, transparency, and consistency, earning the respect and confidence of those they lead. Direction: providing a clear path forward and setting expectations. This involves defining goals, outlining strategies, and delegating responsibilities effectively. Empowerment: encouraging autonomy and initiative. Leaders communicate in a way that empowers others to take ownership, make decisions, and contribute their unique talents. Connection: building rapport and understanding the perspectives of others. Effective leaders are not just speakers, but also skilled listeners, fostering genuine connections that strengthen team cohesion. With these purposes in mind, let's explore the practical elements of how to talk like a leader. The power of your voice: more than just words. Your voice itself is a powerful instrument. The way you use it can convey confidence, authority, and empathy. Pace and cadence: a measured, deliberate pace often conveys confidence and thoughtfulness. Speaking too quickly can suggest nervousness or a lack of conviction, while speaking too slowly can be perceived as hesitant or unenthusiastic. Vary your pace to emphasize key points and maintain listener engagement. Tone and inflection: your tone carries immense emotional weight. A warm, approachable tone fosters connection, while a firm and decisive tone can convey authority when needed. Avoid a monotone delivery, which can make you sound disengaged. Use inflections to highlight important words and phrases, adding dynamism to your speech. Volume and projection: speak loudly enough to be heard clearly without shouting. Project your voice from your diaphragm, not just your throat, for better resonance and less strain. In large settings, projection is crucial. In one-on-one conversations, adjust your volume to match the intimacy of the setting. Pauses and silence: silence is not an absence of communication. It's a powerful communication tool.
Strategic pauses allow listeners to absorb information, emphasize a point, or create dramatic effect. They also give you a moment to collect your thoughts and demonstrate composure. Articulation and pronunciation. Clear articulation ensures your words are understood. Mumbling or slurring words undermines your credibility. Practice enunciating clearly, especially when discussing complex ideas or technical terms. Crafting your message. Clarity, concision, and impact. The content of your message is paramount. Leaders are masters of crafting messages that are not only understood, but also remembered and acted upon. Clarity over complexity. Avoid jargon, overly technical language, or convoluted sentences that can confuse your audience. Simplify your message to its core essence. If you must use specialized terms, explain them clearly. Think of it this way. If a child can understand the gist of your message, you're on the right track. Concision. Less is more. Respect your audience's time. Get to the point quickly and efficiently. Rambling dilutes your message and can lead to disengagement. Structure your thoughts before speaking, perhaps using bullet points or a mental outline. The power of storytelling. Humans are hardwired for stories. Leaders use anecdotes, metaphors, and narratives to make their messages memorable, relatable, and emotionally resonant. A compelling story can illustrate a vision, explain a challenge, or celebrate a success far more effectively than abstract data alone. Visionary language. Leaders inspire by painting a compelling picture of the future. Use language that evokes possibility, growth, and shared purpose. Words like opportunity, innovate, transform, and future can be powerful. Articulate why your vision matters and how it benefits everyone involved. Action-oriented language. When delegating or setting expectations, be clear about what needs to be done, by whom, and by when. Use strong verbs and avoid passive voice. For example, instead of "the report needs to be written," say, "Please write the report by Friday." Positive framing. Focus on solutions, opportunities, and strengths rather than dwelling on problems or weaknesses. While acknowledging challenges, leaders frame them as opportunities for growth and learning. This fosters a more optimistic and resilient mindset within the team. Repetition with variation. For key messages, strategic repetition helps reinforce understanding and recall. However, avoid simply repeating the exact same words. Rephrase, use different examples, or offer a new perspective to keep it fresh while driving the point home. The art of listening, the unsung hero of leadership communication. Perhaps the most underrated aspect of leadership communication is listening. You cannot lead effectively if you don't understand the perspectives, concerns, and aspirations of those you lead.
Active listening. This goes beyond simply hearing words. It involves fully concentrating on what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. Pay attention. Put away distractions. Make eye contact. Give the speaker your undivided attention. Show you're listening. Nod, use affirmative sounds like, I see, and offer brief verbal affirmations to encourage the speaker. Reflect and paraphrase. Periodically summarize what you've heard in your own words to confirm understanding. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying, or it sounds like your main concern is. This demonstrates empathy and prevents misunderstandings. Ask clarifying questions. Could you elaborate on that? Or, when you say X, do you mean Y? These questions show engagement and help you dig deeper. Resist the urge to interrupt. Allow the speaker to finish their thoughts before you respond. Hold judgment. Listen with an open mind, even if you disagree with what's being said. Your goal at this stage is to understand, not to evaluate or argue. Listening for underlying meaning. Often, what's not said is as important as what is. Pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and unstated assumptions. What are the speaker's true feelings or unspoken concerns? Creating a safe space for dialogue.
Leaders foster environments where people feel comfortable sharing their ideas, concerns, and even dissenting opinions without fear of reprisal. This involves active listening, showing respect, and demonstrating that their input is valued. Feedback loops. Establish clear channels for feedback and actively solicit input from your team. Demonstrate that you act on feedback where appropriate, or explain why certain suggestions cannot be implemented. This builds trust and shows that their voices truly matter. Nonverbal communication. Speaking without words. Your body language often speaks louder than your words. Leaders are acutely aware of their nonverbal cues. Eye contact. Maintain appropriate eye contact to convey sincerity, engagement, and confidence. Too little can seem shifty or disinterested. Too much can be perceived as aggressive. Posture. Stand or sit tall with an open posture. Slouching or crossing your arms can signal disinterest or defensiveness. An open posture, uncrossed arms, facing the speaker, conveys approachability and openness. Gestures. Use natural, purposeful gestures to emphasize points and add energy to your speech. Avoid fidgeting or excessive, distracting gestures. Facial expressions. Your facial expressions should align with your message. A genuine smile can build rapport. A serious expression can convey the gravity of a situation. Be mindful of expressions that might inadvertently convey boredom, anger, or condescension. Proximity and personal space. Be mindful of cultural norms regarding personal space. Respecting personal boundaries can build comfort and trust. Appearance. While not strictly nonverbal communication, your appearance contributes to how you are perceived. Dressing appropriately for the context demonstrates respect for yourself and your audience. Situational awareness and adaptability. Speaking to your audience. Effective leaders don't have a one-size-fits-all communication style. They adapt their message and delivery to the specific audience and situation. Know your audience. Before you speak, consider who you are addressing. What are their backgrounds, interests, concerns, and levels of understanding? Tailor your language, examples, and level of detail accordingly. You wouldn't speak to a board of directors the same way you'd speak to an entry-level team. Understand the context. What is the purpose of the communication? Is it to inform, persuade, motivate, or resolve a conflict? The context will dictate your approach. A crisis requires calm, decisive communication, while a celebration calls for enthusiasm and recognition. Adapt your language. Use vocabulary that resonates with your audience. Avoid jargon they won't understand. If speaking to a diverse group, use inclusive language that respects different backgrounds and perspectives. Read the room. Pay attention to your audience's reactions during your communication. Are they engaged, confused, bored? Adjust your pace, rephrase, or ask questions to check for understanding. Be prepared to pivot if your initial approach isn't working. Handle difficult conversations. Leaders must be adept at delivering constructive criticism, addressing conflict, and communicating bad news. This requires empathy, directness, and a focus on solutions rather than blame. Always aim to deliver feedback privately and focus on behavior, not personality. Leverage different channels. Understand when to use email, instant messaging, phone calls, or in-person meetings. Complex or sensitive issues often require face-to-face interaction, while quick updates can be handled through written communication. The ethics of leadership communication, integrity, and authenticity. True leadership communication is built on a foundation of integrity and authenticity. Honesty and transparency.
Leaders build trust by being truthful even when the truth is uncomfortable. Transparency within reasonable bounds fosters an environment of openness and reduces speculation. Consistency. Your words and actions must align. Inconsistency erodes credibility. If you say one thing and do another, your team will quickly lose faith in your leadership. Empathy and respect. Communicate with genuine empathy, understanding that everyone has their own experiences and perspectives. Treat all individuals with respect, regardless of their position or views. Accountability. Take ownership of your words and their impact. If you make a mistake, acknowledge it. If you make a promise, keep it. Be yourself, authentically. While adopting leadership communication techniques, it's crucial to retain your authentic voice. People can spot a faker from a mile away. Authenticity builds genuine connection and trust. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, refine and enhance your natural communication style. Continuous improvement, practice, and feedback. Becoming a masterful communicator is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Practice regularly. Seek out opportunities to speak, whether it's leading a team meeting, presenting to a client, or participating in a community group. The more you practice, the more comfortable and effective you'll become. Seek feedback. Actively ask for constructive feedback on your communication style. Ask trusted colleagues, mentors, or even your team members. Be open to criticism and willing to learn. Record yourself. Watching or listening to recordings of yourself speaking can provide invaluable insights into your habits, strengths, and areas for improvement. You might be surprised what you hear or see. Reflect and self-correct. After each significant communication event, take time to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. What was your audience's reaction? Did you achieve your objective? Mastering the art of talking like a leader is not about adopting a new personality, but about honing your natural abilities and embracing a set of principles that elevate your impact. It's about being clear, concise, confident, and, most importantly, authentically connected to those you lead. Remember, your words have the power to shape perceptions, inspire action, and forge lasting relationships. From the nuanced control of your voice to the strategic crafting of your message, from the profound power of active listening to the subtle cues of nonverbal communication, every aspect contributes to your leadership presence. By consistently practicing these techniques, seeking feedback, and maintaining a foundation of integrity and empathy, you will transform your communication and, in turn, your leadership effectiveness. True leadership isn't just about giving orders. It's about fostering a shared vision, empowering others to achieve their full potential, and building a culture of trust and collaboration. Your ability to communicate effectively is the cornerstone of this endeavor. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into how to talk like a leader. We hope this comprehensive guide has provided you with actionable strategies to enhance your communication skills and amplify your influence. Continue to explore, learn, and grow with us right here on Inspire Archive,
where we are dedicated to helping you unlock your full potential and make a meaningful impact in your world. Until next time, keep inspiring, keep leading, and keep communicating with purpose.